Yeah. It's final time here in Cape Town. Thank you for joining me, Murray Anderson, live from the Western Province Cricket Club for this over 35 gold medal match between the Netherlands and the hosts, South Africa. A big crowd packed in here for a noonday start. The superb conditions here in Cape Town. So, South Africa, how did they get to this final? They had to play a quarter-final versus Germany, beat them 3-0, got through to the semi-final and beat them 2-0. That's how they have arrived to give them an opportunity to win gold. Kate Woods giving the last instructions, three-time Olympian, finishing off at the London Olympics in 2012. In Athens, Beijing, an Olympic experience for her. All that experience brought into this over 35 side for South Africa. The Netherlands in their quarter-final match beat Scotland 2-1 and then beat England in a tense final 2-1 to earn their place in this final. A giant of world hockey. The girls in orange. It's Hip Holland all the way. Plenty of support for this Dutch side. The Dutch ended number 1 in Pool D. South Africa ended number 1 with Argentina second in Pool B. And that got them through to the quarters, the semis, and now the final. Huge crowd in here supporting both teams. Probably more for the green and gold, who will play from left to right on your screens. Last night it was England who beat Australia for the bronze medal. The game is underway. England were outstanding in a 7-goal thriller. An England press that was absolutely phenomenal, squeezing the life out of Australia for large parts of the game. In true Australian spirit, they fought back to 4-3. England hanging on for the bronze, but now it's all about the gold medal in Cape Town. All played into Kate Woods, who looks high, and the turn, and the run, and the circle entry. And Costin could just not make the connection. Good start for South Africa. The ball played out wide. Kate Woods fired it up high up the field. The turn and the connection. So South Africa employ a sort of tilt press. Left wing quite high. The other two strikers into a three-quarter zone. And here's the coach, Vincent Opgelder from Holland and South Africa, coached by John T. Robinson, who was recently a member of the full South African national side with such a lot of experience at international level. So ball over the baseline and the exit for South Africa. South Africa playing with the wind at their back, quite a stiff southeaster blowing, and it has been for about 3 days here in Cape Town. It's that time of the year when that southeaster blows. Hot conditions, and you can see some of the patches on the Astro which are dry, which does make the ball bobble around a bit. Now, South Africa work it down the left-hand side. The turn comes in, and the run down that left, but intercepted by the Dutch. The Dutch play in through Van Soest in the midfield. She connects well, but unforced error. South Africa with the long overhead. It's nicely collected, and the circle entry comes in, but the cross is high and dangerous. The Netherlands again going for that long ball and just not making any any connection, but quite happy to get the ball over the baseline and then set up their press. So South Africa also look to go long. Intercepted from Rush. Players flying in, and South Africa win a little half chance, 50-50 ball, and it's Woods on the ball with Jones support, but they look to utilize the space on the outside. Now the direct pass in for the deflection, dealt with by the Dutch, and they win the hit. Another high press from South Africa, and that induces the unforced error, and it's the South Africans who come back and direct, looking for a foot, looking for a corner, and they win their first penalty corner of the match through Kate Woods, who operates centrally. So the huddle, and it's Fanny Asphalt who will inject for the ladies in green and gold. Stop comes in, it's a slap it, looks for deflection, and it was Costin again on that far post for that deflection from the slip hit. Costin had two opportunities early on now in this game. So now South Africa will exit and use that strong breeze at their backs to go over the Dutch press, but it's seen as the Dutch player was able to receive the overhead. Again, for the third time, Netherlands hit long and can't connect. South Africa looking for options down the right-hand side. The inside ball is played, but it's intercepted. Woods with under the arm. And it's to Costin, who goes on in the inside and threads it through. Looking for a co-striker. Looking for that run from left to right for the touch and the tip in. Now the Dutch going to three-quarter press and hold off, and South Africa look for options to Blanche on the right-hand side. Nice little ball inside. The touch now out wide to Herbach. Sorry, to Costin. And it's Herbach who's got herself up nice and high. Gets the byline, looks for the corner. It's a hit outside the circle. Circle entry now. And an infringement on the turn. So it's Cabazario up front for South Africa with the number 9 shirt. She leads the line. Already the changes are being made. 7 minutes into the game. It's Costin who takes a breather. Costin's got herself into two nice areas, one in open play, one from a penalty corner. He'll go out now to touches too weak, but the interception comes back, and South Africa win ball that could have been dangerous for them. Woods to Capazario. Now it's Snelling, runs off. It's to Blanche. Umpires say that it's actually a Dutch ball. We've got a touch of a South African stick. Here it's Van Masselveen who plays it through to the midfield, and it's Gunning who receives. And it's Van Dort who will start for the Dutch. And it's Van Soest who gets a foot and wins some ball in 23-meter area. Then the big smash for the far post. South Africa hold firm in defence. The breakout. Again, it passes weak and intercepted from Van Geleen. Netherlands come back at South Africa. More backtracking, but pretty well organised on defence. And there it's Rush, who takes the self-pass. South Africa hadn't retreated 5 metres. And the Netherlands win themselves their first penalty corner. Vocal support for the Dutch, and it's Velinga on the Castle 1. It looks like it's Rush who forced the corner on Castle 2. Velinga now on the top, goes for the big hit, and it's wide, it's pulled. See the stick just twist in her hand. Got some good contact on it, but bottom hand came through and twisted, and ball goes wide. So Rochelle van Staden in the South African goal, not tested. Woods now into that midfield and sets up the platform through to Blanche. Plays it into Boya, should I say. So Boya cruising in front of the back three. And now that's a lovely run into space. South Africa through to Blanche. Oh, that would have been a tremendous connection. 1-2 from wide and inside, and then the outside run. And there it's Herbach. Looks for to Blanche. So South Africa ball. We're coming up for 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter, and it's flown by. So often in these big matches, the opening exchanges, like the blink of an eye, play that furious pace. Jonty Robinson thinking about the quarter break and the instructions that he's got to give his charges. Just seen South African over 40 men's side win with a ball that's cut out, but the Dutch still collect and win themselves a long corner. South African men's over 40 side winning South Africa's first medal in the World Cup Masters. Woods now with the outlet and the carry. And it's It's a lovely carry and a beautiful ball out. And the shot comes in from Van Jaarsveld. Lauren Penny on her feet in the dugout. It's a full international. Van Jaarsveld just got herself into good space on the right. Just needed a final execution of the shot that needed to probably go far post. The breakout was good from South Africa. I didn't catch a number of the player that ran down the left-hand side and cut in so beautifully and thread that pass through. It was a brilliant run. So in out. Oh yeah. And there we go. Probing down the left-hand side, hits the body, and it's Woods who will take the south pass and get things going forward quickly. To Blanche. And wow, a timely interception from Habelmeyer on hands and knees. Desperation and commitment from the girls in yellow, in orange. Ball smashed through from left to right. And Netherlands clear their lines to Blanche now. Quick start for her. Nice little touch and pop. Secures possession for South Africa. Boya now looks to recycle ball. And they go through Dietlefs and again not enough power on the pass, and the ball pace is slow, and Herbach cannot get the ball back. But, fortuitously, South Africa aren't punished. There have been a couple of passes that just haven't had enough strength on it. We know that the Dutch are masters in full international hockey with making sure that that ball pace is of a high standard. So umpiring this game today is Julina Phillips from New Zealand and Courtney Pearson from Australia. Ball to the top, but it's just not fielded. Awkward bounce. It's hit one for South Africa, but it's too late as the hooter goes. On a tense battle here in Cape Town. We end the first quarter 0-0. Join us after the short break for the second quarter of this Ladies World Cup final. So we're back live for the second quarter. We haven't seen much of Janneke Everars yet from Holland. She's topping the goal scoring list in this tournament. 7 goals from her, 3 field goals, 1 penalty corner and 3 penalty strokes. So Janneke Everars, one to look for in this Dutch side, captained by Van Soest. Chantal Marie from South Africa has 4 goals, all field goals. She's 7th on the tournament list. South Africa have spread the goals out somewhat. We've had Sylvia van Jaarsveld with 3 goals, Georgia Carpenter 2, and Lauren Penny with 2. South Africa under pressure now. On that left-hand side, Woods under tremendous pressure from Everars, the goal scorer. Ball unleashed wide to Costin. Costin full of running, inside, outside to the byline. And very good tackle from Peish. So Costin wins it again, looks to win a corner. Well played from her, losing the ball, then getting it back and winning her side, a penalty corner. Oh, pace out wide to burn here for South Africa. Just being utilised these wide areas quite effectively. They've got to Blanche and as you've just seen, Costin, who quick athletic players. And it's Boya with the injection. So they went left with a slip last time, goes to the second castle. Flick comes in, but it's run down. Flick came in by Hubach. So Hubach, the number 15 on the second castle. Could be Lauren Penny on the first castle. Lauren Penny looks like if she gets it, she's going for the slap hit. It goes to Hubach again. Slips left to Woods. Woods flick, saved off the line. The rebound comes in. Finds a Dutch foot. So Ria Ward. So hush around the crowd. South Africa go on the next corner. Stop comes in, shot from Penny, saved, rebound, and it's bobbling and bouncing and gets the top edge over Kate Woods over the crossbar. And, Leonie Pissot in goal. Stands firm for the Netherlands. Tested from the straight hit. Now it's Van Vaassen. South Africa win ball from that attempted overhead to Blanche. The inside ball to Woods. Now South Africa look to run it through Hubach. It's a bit messy, but Lauren Penny still wins it. Now the direct run, did she go 5? No. Pi says no. Probably about 3.5 meters. So a let off for the Netherlands, who played into that midfield and exit wide. Plenty of attention from the South Africans. You overload 3 players into that channel, getting Dutch heads down and eyes down and forcing them to make blind tackles. Again, they flood in 3 players to create a pocket. And they just break play down and slows the game down, and South Africa are able to reset their defensive lines. Well, yeah, umpire's going to bring them back because it was Van Maasevieren who was just getting an unfair advantage from the ball not being placed in the right area. The Dutch now come through Hubelmeyer. They try to expose space on the left with the lead run. South Africa win it, but give it back to the Dutch. And Netherlands still in control. And Van Dort steers things in the opposite direction. Well won. The first touch is clumsy, but eventually Lauren Penny again wins ball. That's a beautiful ball, left to right. The South African striker's not on the same page. It's Costin who's nice and wide. And if that had gone to stick, well, Costin would have been in acres of space and able to fire away from a good angle. Costin now intercepts on the reverse stick. South Africa go from right to left. Easy pickings for the Dutch defence. South Africa have won the ball back again. So good control, good patience from South Africa. So they just knock it around and keep the Netherlands running in this heat. Team without the ball runs the most, and South Africa are doing very well. Now the big hit comes in, lovely interception on the reverse stick, but it gets a foot, and South Africa can retain possession. It's Woods now with a self-pass. Gets it out, and a lovely run from Costa. Now she fires in, and it's in! Well, goal for South Africa. Costin on the inside run, she opens up her body and just places it into the corner. South Africa open their accounts in this World Cup final. An open play goal. It's Woods. A lovely little pass and the inside run from Costin. There was almost confusion in the defence. As Piso almost didn't lunge for it, and one of the defenders might have got a little stick on that. And it's Bernadette Costin who scores for South Africa from open play. And now it's South Africa who come back at the Dutch. And is that a goal? Yes! Whoa! Out of absolutely nowhere. The 3D skills came into play. It bobbled around a bit. And I'm trying to get a number. Look at how she gets to the bar line. There's the pop again, the confusion with Piso again. South Africa now are full of running. It looks like the goal was scored by Georgia Carpenter. What a brilliant run down the left. She's had a couple of good runs. 2 goals in 1 minute for South Africa. Interception. And it's Costin who wants more. Woods, it's the delivery. And that's Rush intercepts for Holland, who've been shell-shocked here in Cape Town. 2 goals, 1 from Costin, 1 from Carpenter. Georgia Carpenter, what a goal. It almost came out of nowhere. Ball, 3D skills from Georgia Carpenter. The ball in the air. It's almost as if the Dutch defenders stopped and Piso was beaten on the near post. It almost took everyone by surprise. Woods just bossing this game. Blickert is out wide on the right now to Blanche having a rest, and it just sends it in the other direction. Woods again, he's just covering such a lot of ground. The 43-year-old, three-time Olympian, playing for the over-35s. Well, that was illegally won, and heavy touch, and Maya Brook wins it for the Netherlands. Now the Netherlands, with 5.5 minutes, need to regroup. They just lost their concentration for 2 minutes, and South Africa took full advantage of that. You think there were 2 goals that could have been defended. The Netherlands will see the goals as soft goals, as brilliant as they were. The runs were brilliant. They would have thought that when the shots were fired, players should have been there to take ownership in the D, in the 9-yard area. Blickert, it's Natalie Blickert. He slows things down and will look to recycle. And Hubach also been instrumental in the pivot role she plays for South Africa. Holding the ball, moving it on, making connection for Woods. Well, I'd love to know how many kilometers Kate Woods has covered on this pitch. She's been absolutely everywhere. And there's Bernadette Costin, full of running, full of flair. Now again, they use it. The reverse stick comes in, it's blocked. Again, Costin into great space. And I think she's been summoned towards the halfway line. Is it a rest or is it a message? I think it's going to be a rest for her. It's 3.5 minutes left till half time. Still time for the Dutch to get some stick on ball and get some meaningful possession and work their way back into this game. Into Woods. South Africa just in cruise control after that flurry of goals. Now the smash down the middle comes out, but it's deflected off a Dutch stick. South Africa look long, maybe too long there, and too optimistic, so the Dutch will break out through Eekemans. One by to Blanche. Blanche so quick and athletic down that right-hand side, and she covers ground as well. It's just so good to have players of that ability and speed on the outside flanks. Flat pass. Woods sent out the defensive lines to put some pressure on, but the Dutch get in behind her. And Hubach And a lot of pressure. And he's calm and collected and wins ball for South Africa. Well, there's been a change of heart amongst the umpires. A penalty corner's been awarded, and I'm not sure what for. So, from my monitor here in the caravan pitch side, I could not see anything. But it's the Netherlands who win a second corner. An opportunity to get themselves back into the game. With a minute and a half left. This is the time for the Dutch to strike. Well, any time's good, but now would be the best time as the drag flick comes in. And, it's Kim Herbach who has a swing, almost cricket style, on the baseline, but it's hits the body and the reward. Dutch come in, the flick comes in, the save is made, the replay, the rebound. And easily dealt with, Rajal van Staden. Not enough power and accuracy on the drag flick, but the save had to be made. Rajal van Staden does well in the South African goal. To Boyer, connects with Woods, and that very good exit from them. Woods collects on the reverse stick, beautifully done, and now it's South Africa. And to use that left-hand channel and go from left to right, and they do that so well. And open up the space. Timely interception from the Dutch, and it's to Blanche who gets it in. Turn the shot, and a goal! It looks like Wendy Snelling. Messy 9-yard area defense from the Dutch. I think it's Cavazario gets the last touch. Or is it? No, it is Snelling. And that's the half-time break here in Cape Town. South Africa 3-0 up at the break. Join us for the third quarter shortly here in Cape Town.
We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. Cape Town will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
Masters hockey players, want to get selected and perform in national and international tournaments? My name is Lauren Penny, international hockey player and coach. And over the last 10 years, I've helped close to 1,000 hockey players to do just that. And now, I want to help you. So I've put together a free training video called the 4 Ways to Modernize Your Game, available at themodernhockeyplayer.com. Inside the video, you're going to discover how to stay competitive, confident and injury-free as you get older, so that you get selected and excel in national and international masters teams. Get instant access at themodernhockeyplayer.com.
So welcome back to this O35 World Cup final here in Cape Town. In South Africa, that blew the Netherlands away in the second quarter. Bernadette Costin with an open play goal. Georgia Carpenter with also a solo run down the left-hand baseline to score, and then Wendy Snelling from open play as well. A loose ball in the circle, she turned and fired and scored South Africa's third goal. And South Africa, who've totally outplayed this Dutch side. Now they play into this stiff southeaster. The Dutch have had 3 penalty corners, and so have the girls in green and gold. But, South Africa stood firm. Rochelle van Staden in goal. And Van Jaarsveld down the right-hand side, trying to pick up on the reverse. It's Carpenter who moves centrally as they set up their press. And it's also been a first half masterclass from probably the most experienced person on the pitch here, Kate Woods. Bringing in all her experience from 3 Olympic Games. She's been absolutely everywhere. And now it's South Africa who come through with the run, and it's Van Jaarsveld showing her pace. And Shelley Jones. Jones who wins ball and does well. So South Africa now attack down the right-hand side. The cross comes in. Let's not forget that South Africa also has Shelley Jones in the side, also a full international Olympian. Familiar running style of hers. Lauren Penny also played some international hockey for South Africa, applied her trade in United Kingdom, so much experience in the side. Shelley Jones, you might have remembered, hers Shelley Russell in her day, in her heyday. A player that loves to run with the ball, can eliminate. And, one of the South Africans is down now, and it looks like it's Georgia Carpenter, the goal scorer, who's taken a knock. How good was that goal? So she goes off to applause from this large crowd that surrounds the Western Province Cricket Club. The Dutch just haven't had an answer today. Third quarter time is the time for the Dutch to get back into this game. It's the time where you need to set up things for that fourth quarter. You can't leave it too late, but give yourselves a chance. Get 1 or 2 now and set it up for a grand finale. Dutch have just struggled to get this free-flowing ball out of the back, and it's Croxford Davids who wins and loses ball, but then it's hit high and dangerous. It's Croxford Davids now, who tries quite a dangerous ball from left to right across the field, and Netherlands can capitalise on this. The turn comes in and the ball carry. It comes through pace. Now works her way into, tempted into the D. It's pretty clumsy, but the hit is one. Philinga now on the ball for the Dutch. And forced error. Frustration for the Netherlands. Now Sobach with a long aerial ball out to Snelling, and the ball gets shot in, fired in, saved off the line. South Africa plays on the far post. And now South Africa back to the byline, setting up the cross. It's bobbling around and just needs someone for that final touch. And it's a penalty corner one. Must have been a foot as the ball was played in from the byline. South Africa win their fourth penalty corner. It's Lauren Penny. He moves to the second castle. Or is it the first? She goes across now to the first. It's Capazio who's on the second. Penny with a strike. Looking for the deflection. It was Wendy Snelling who was on that far post, who stuck out a reverse stick and just couldn't get that final touch. Now it's the Netherlands who attack and get their circle entry. Ball comes off the stick and it's deemed to be dangerous, so they win a penalty corner. So good counter-attack from the Netherlands. Yet to make inroads. Yet to really test Michelle van Staden in goals. And actually, I think there's been a change. Moripani, number one keeper, is in goals. Trap is not a good one, but it's played wide. The shot comes in, it's a goal. And it looks like it's the number 17, Carlin Philinga, who scores. Let's have a look at that. Trap bounce around a bit. Now they're playing off the cuff. Goes to Philinga, and she strikes it well. Well, she doesn't. She tops. She comes down in it, which makes it very awkward for Moripani to save. You want it flat, so you can lunge out with a boot and try and save it. But when it's almost squeezed, or which it was squeezed, she came down hard in it, and it was squeezed, and gets that awkward bounce. Takes a bounce and thunders into the sideboard. And it's 3-1 now. Moripane comes off the bench and he's beaten. But an awkward one to save for her. So penalty corner number 4 gets some success for Netherlands. Now they work their way back into this game. The moving quarter. Nicely won, Snelling. And play to Woods, who looks long. And it's untidy at the top of the D. Won by Penny, who... Lovely pass from Penny, shot comes in and wide. That was a brilliant pass. I think it could have got to Capazario up front. If you notice, Penny just rolled her wrists. And that's why most defenders thought she was going goalward, and it went to the top of the D. And the lead run was so good from Capazario and Jacqueline, and the shots fired but wide. A nice ball from Costin. Bernadette Costin, who has had a really good game down the right-hand side. Woods finds her again, the turn. She now goes to the byline. Did she get a foot? No, well defended. And it's Uroda Arash who makes the timely intervention and the time tackle on the inside line. It's Paish who almost loses it, or does lose it. Good pressure from Snelling, Wendy Snelling down the left. Some angst on the Dutch faces in the South African heat. The midday game. Always difficult here. Hot and windy in Cape Town today. To Blanche restarts. Dietlifts. Lisa Marie Dietlifts taking a central role. Nice little touch to Blanche, who's plying her trade now on the left-hand side of the field. So effective on the right in the first half. What a pass from her. And the connection back to Blanche. Cross, the touch. It needs someone on the far post. And again, it's Rashu just is really good in defending what was very nearly a South African goal. Some frustration on the bench for Vincent Opgelda. And he's seen his side come back from conceding 3 goals in the second quarter, putting one back now. And, with 4 minutes left, anything can happen, but South Africa, who'd gone into their shells a bit, seem to have been shocked by conceding and have started to get back into that form that saw them score those 3 goals. The second quarter was outstanding by them. To Blanche, who's been great in feeding and then looking, getting high up the field. Costin now, who also moves to the left. To Dietlifs. Lisa Marie just showing good patience and plays it to Herbach, and again South Africa looking for time to strike. Ball gets in, now it's to Blanche with her rebound again, and it's played up high into her. Well, Nicoline to Blanche. Take a bow, she's been everywhere. I said Kate Woods has been everywhere, but to Blanche has been working these wide areas, passing, connecting, getting into the circle, defending. There she passes, connects, and ends up having a shot on goal and getting a rebound and winning a penalty corner. So it's to Woods, it's taken on the stick, she shoots, but it's high and on the glove side, so danger, has to hit the 18 inches of the backboard. Pressure now from South Africa. And, well won. And it was Costin who just was lightning fast on the press. Foot out. Well, Dutch thought it was outside the circle. Umpire said it was inside the circle. From my vantage point, well, I think the Dutch have a case, but South Africa will take it. It's their sixth penalty corner. Now they need to make sure that the injection is good and it, so the execution of the shot can be on target and effective. Goes to the second castle through Herbach. Herbach with the drag and beautifully won by Van Dort. The post is brave and gets the stick up, and it takes a deflection. Kate Woods gets things started. Dietlefs to Blanche. So Dietlefs again. Herbach, touch from Woods and space used, but closed down by the Dutch. So South Africa goes centrally, and there's the 1-2, and well, Woods wanted it back on the stick and it was played into space. And there's next international Olympian Shelley Jones. Now, 1.5 minutes left. Third quarter. It's South Africa that have been so dominant, but Dutch have pulled one back in this quarter. And they go through Van Marselveen. And now looks to go the direct route, and there's an unforced error, and she go again, and now it's played in and centrally, and Dutch still looking for something just before the hooter. It's played over the baseline. Is it intentional? Umpire says no. Sometimes umpires can get caught up with the crowd and the excitement and give those big penalty corners. So, possession surrendered by the Netherlands, and far too easily. And, bit of the hook aerial. And now it's Paish. Turns and looks to cross, and the hooter goes for the end of the third quarter. It's Carlijn Villinga who scores from a penalty corner for the Dutch. But it's still 3-1 to South Africa. Please join us after the short break for the final quarter of this over 35 World Cup game in Cape Town. So we're about to start the fourth quarter of this over 35 World Cup final. at Western Province Cricket Club. The Anna Lacey stand packed all around this ground. Out of view of the camera, the stands are packed. Many of the Dutch sides have come down to watch their over-35s play. But it's a lot of green and gold in the stands, family, friends. Now we get to the last quarter. All the sacrifice, all the time and effort goes into the final 15 minutes to win a gold medal for their country. Ball played in and it's loose and dangerous, but played out. South Africa clear their lines. Both sides digging deep here in the heat. And it's the Dutch circle entry, but gets a little South African stick, and they'll have a long corner. Now the bobble, the bounce, and it finds a foot. South Africa will exit from the 16-yard mark. To Blanche, Snelling. Snelling trying the little one touch to Penny, Lauren Penny. Now the Dutch are playing Samaki from Musselveen. And it's Bowyer who tries to relieve pressure for South Africa. Now it's to Blanche, to Bowyer. And she makes sure that South Africa will keep ball on the touchline. Herbach to Blanche. Herbach will go into this wind and Dutch will win ball now. So what the South Africans have done so well in this game is that they've overloaded channels. 3 players creating pockets. They've got the Dutch midfield's eyes down and the outside halves eyes down and forcing to make almost blind passes, and midfielders receiving under pressure. And also there was no free-flowing movement from the Dutch today. No space to work with and combinations in the midfield. They've almost been harassed into making blind passes. Penny holds it up to Blanche. Looks for, I think it was Shelley Jones. Beautiful ball. And it's played out to Van Jaarsveld, who runs, and the cross comes in on the reverse deck. So chips it underneath it, so it does bounce. Awkward for strikers, but just as awkward for the defenders to contend with. Again, it's not clean ball for Netherlands. They win the free hit, but South Africa quite comfortable in their defensive lines. Now they go for the interception, which has allowed the Dutch to break out into space. It's Pace with the cross. And it's Shelley Jones now, who does so well to counter for South Africa. Well, South Africa under pressure, they run it out and they win a hit just down the halfway line. That's Dutch who retreat to the halfway line. To Blanche with a kind of cute little ball. Some deception. So deceptive. Our own strikers didn't know to make that lead run. But pretty good idea. Netherlands looking high. And, unfortunately, not for them, no connection made. South Africa go over the press with the aerial delivery. Now, to Blanche, fires one in. Well, it's the Dutch who've gone straight down the barrel. And the pickup. And Moripana comes out of her goals, smothers and makes a really telling save with 8 minutes to go in this game. It was the number 11, Pace, who got the breakaway. South Africa, ball played to the top of the D. Now the circle entry, the cross, the save. Now it was Van Jaarsveld, who is also full of running in the side. South Africa, the riches of pace out wide. Jaarsveld's been so effective. Piso in goals, saves, but now she's going to be called upon to defend again as South Africa get their 7th penalty corner. So it's Deercliff's to the top of the D with Carpenter to her right. It's gone to Deercliff. Shot and the save. And, 16-yard. Pass goes right. Another attempt for South Africa. It's Van Jaarsveld who takes on Van Gillang. Wins it back again and gets it out to Deercliffs. Now it's the counter from the Dutch. Now they win a hit just outside the D. Heavy blow on the whistle. Sometimes that heavy blow preempts a penalty corner. It's gone 5. Now, the smash in. Brilliantly defended. And the Netherlands are looking to just taken their keeper off. If I just look out here at the window, and so they've got an extra player, an extra field player. So this is the last throw of the dice for the Netherlands. Woods and Wine gets it to Croxford-Davids. And South Africa just happy to reduce the game to a series of free hits and just win ball and march it up the sideline. As precious seconds tick away for the Netherlands. Now the Dutch, they throw everything down the left-hand side at South Africa. Down to the byline. South Africa just showed very good patience not to infringe at first. But eventually the ball squeezes out and it's a chance. And it's the 5th penalty corner for the Netherlands. A goal now would really set the cats among the pigeons and make it quite a tricky ending to this game. South Africa had done so well to hold the lines while Pace had made that run down the left. Stop comes in, slip to the left, looks for the injector, and the reverse stick flick comes in as well. Now, Moripane had to really work hard. Comes off the line, smothers the angle. That's another penalty corner for the Netherlands. Look for the hit comes in, saved, Moripane. Woods makes that telling touch as well. And it's Filinga, the goal scorer, that gets it through. And no one home on the far post to nudge it in for Holland. Well, 4 minutes left. That was the goal they needed. As they push hard. South Africa hanging on. They've been so dominant in this game, South Africa. They're starting to take a bit of pressure from the over 35s from the Netherlands. Dutch with a smash. And well defended by Croxford-Davids. So good to get into that central area, get strong foundation and win the ball, ride the tackle and win the hit for South Africa with 3 minutes to go. South Africa will come through Croxford-Davids again. Kelly Croxford-Davids plays it to Woods, who, with all her experience, says, well, we'll just have a foot. We'll just slow it down and we can regroup centrally, set up the platform. Hubach, who intercepts. There's a stick block, and it's Netherlands ball. Big hit in. Hubach, who's just been so good centrally. Very composed under pressure. Kim Hubach goes long and diagonal. Looks for Penny. Side, Kate Woods. Down the line. Penny can't gather. And it's some pressure from Snelling, but she infringes. And he commands down to Van Gelijn. And a penalty corner awarded to the Dutch. Moripana, almost like an indoor keeper, coming off the line, narrowing the angle but infringing. So this has been a good period of play for the Netherlands. They've thrown everything to get the second goal and try force it third, and so comes into the second castle, shots in, Moripana makes the save on the glove. Easy pickings at that height. Such good control from Moripana. There it's Kate Woods. Who else? Lauren Penny. And now the final nail in the coffin from Wendy Snelling. And surely South Africa will be crowned world champions in the over 35 division. South Africa win the ball, no goalkeeper home, and it's Snelling who gets a brace for South Africa. Wendy Snelling. Elation for the bench, elation for this crowd. Paish valiantly runs the ball for the Netherlands. 30 seconds on the clock. Well, our clock is a little bit slow. South Africa are world champions in Cape Town. The over 35s have won this tournament. The first over 35 team to do it. The over 40s men were the first South African team to win gold at a Masters tournament. And now the over 35 ladies make it 2 in a row for South Africa. South Africa opened their account through Bernadette Costin with an open play goal in the second quarter. Georgia Carpenter scored brilliantly down the left-hand side to make it 2. Wendy Snelling turned and shot on the stroke of half-time to make it 3-0. Carlene Verlinge came back for the Dutch to make it 3-1, and they threw everything at South Africa in the fourth quarter. But it was Wendy Snelling who sealed the deal for the South Africans. The final score here in Cape Town, it's South Africa 4, the Netherlands 1, and hands aloft for the captain, Kate Woods. A gold medal for the South Africans. An absolute elation for these girls who've put their hearts and souls into this campaign. Commiserations for the Netherlands. A tremendous tournament that they've had to get all the way into this final. But it's South Africa that reigns supreme in the mother city. Thank you for joining me, Murray Anderson, here in Cape Town. It's the huddle from the girls in the middle of the field. It's the families and friends that start waving a South African flag around. South Africans are champions in Cape Town. I've got Mariska van Soest here, the captain of the Dutch side. Well, commiserations to you. You threw everything at the South Africans in that fourth quarter. You nearly made it 3-2, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
No, we tried our best. I think we played a really tough game today. I think they were a little bit better, but we worked hard like the whole tournament. So I think today we won silver.
Yeah, you struggled to get the ball out into the midfield to get some clean, free-flowing ball. South Africa put quite a press on you.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good players. We've struggled a bit in the middle, in the center of the field. We want to play in the center. They played a little bit in our center, so it was difficult. Well, but like I said, I think we played a very good tournament. I'm really proud of the girls and the staff, because before we started the tournament, I didn't thought we won silver today. So really proud.
That's amazing to win silver here in the O35 World Cup. Has it been a good experience to be in Cape Town, the mother city in South Africa?
Yeah, of course. It's a really nice country, so many nice people. The tournament was really good. The sun was shining. It's raining in the Netherlands now, so yeah, I think we couldn't be more happy. Of course we want to win gold, but they were too good today.
Well, well done on your silver here in South Africa, and we wish you well as you travel home.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everything.
Kate, what a journey for you and your team. An emphatic win here in Cape Town, 4-1 in front of your home crowd.
I have no words, Murray. Every single game has gone so well. We've kept believing, we've worked hard, we've been patient, and we've taken our opportunities.
We're getting, well, it should be champagne, but it's water that's ready for the next final. But you girls played so brilliantly. You really pressed high, and the Dutch had no answer. They couldn't play free-flowing hockey, and so that work rate in the midfield was amazing.
Thank you. The legs are feeling it. But yeah, we did. We pressed them hard. We knew they would create an overlap, and we made sure they'd go the other way. And we had two screens in the middle, so playing against four midfield and our outside midfields with such pace, I think they had no answer.
I think it was the pace on left and right that you've got in this side that you possess, and you were able to utilize the space and work into that space and created three brilliant open play goals.
Yeah, it was superb. Honestly, the girls have done so well, and all of the experienced players, but also those that are new to the South African setup. What a magical moment for everyone. And I think the blend of the team has been really the secret sauce.
The second quarter was where you really won it. But then they came back hard at you in the third quarter to get that first goal of theirs, and they pushed you hard in that fourth quarter. Were you starting to worry when they got a couple of chances and the corners could have made it 3-2?
Yeah, sure. It got close. The third chucker, I think we definitely just lost a bit of momentum, and we allowed them back into the game. And then when you score a goal, of course, they were, you know, on the front foot. But we kept believing. We had to just keep our disciplines again in the fourth quarter, and all paid off.
Well, it's amazing scenes here with all the families, the crowd, the flags, the national anthem, the backdrop of Table Mountain. You must just go and enjoy yourself, and well done, and the work rate that you personally put on that field. I'd like to know how many kilometers you went through in the blockers there.
It's all worth it. What a magical moment, and to all the crowds that have been amazing all week. And this is my home turf, so it makes it extra special to have everyone out here and to celebrate with us. That's 2 golds for South Africa, and we're hoping for a third now.
Well, well done to you and your team, and all the best. Enjoy the celebrations tonight.
I think we will. Thanks, Murray. Thank you, guys.